What's happening, people? TLP, Liverpool Prophet, back again with another match reaction. As you can see, the mood is not good. The mood is not good. The vibe is not good. That is because Liverpool have been absolutely slapped around the park, easily beaten by Crystal Palace by 2-1 at Selhurst Park. Liverpool got their first Premier League defeat of the season so far. It's come within 6 games. And I cannot lie, overall, you can't even say it wasn't deserved because Palace absolutely destroyed us from minute 1 to the end. Thoroughly deserving from Palace. Shocking from Liverpool, just diabolical, spineless, gutless, disgusting, whatever you want to call it, people. Whatever you want to call it. That is what that performance was. It was a joke, a disgrace. Honestly, I'm absolutely livid right now. But I'm trying my best to contain myself and calm down for the match reaction. There's a lot to talk about, people. There's a lot to get into. There's a lot of uncomfortable conversations to be had around certain players. But we're here to talk about it, people. We are here to talk about it. Before we get into the video, before we get into the match reaction, people, do remember it's been a really bad day. So if you can drop a subscription on the channel, that's always much appreciated. 13 subs away from 500, the current halfway mark. So the sooner I can get there, the better. That's much appreciated. Do drop a like on the video, of course, also very much appreciated by yours truly, TLP. And also, people, get down below in the comment section on that loss. How do you guys feel about Liverpool's first official loss of the season? What did you guys make of the performance? I'm assuming you all thought it was diabolical as well, similar to myself. Let me know certain players, which players need to be dropped, because I think there's certain conversations we need to have now around certain players that are absolutely stealing a living in the team at the moment. Absolutely stealing a living in the team, not working, not playing well, ghosting games, and they're being rewarded with starts continuously by the manager. So get down below in the comment section, people. It's always interesting to see what you guys think as well, what the comments think, what the people think, what my fellow coppers think. So yeah, do that, people. So let's get into the match reaction, people. Crystal Palace 2, Liverpool 1. I mean, what can I say? First defeat of the season, first official defeat of the season, and what a way to lose it as well, right at the end of the game. Absolute joke. Look, firstly, credit to Crystal Palace, because, man, they are, of course, Oliver Glasner has turned Crystal Palace into an absolute unit. They are very well-oiled, very well-drilled, compact, very well. They're a very good side. So I have to say, firstly, congratulations to Palace. Thoroughly deserved win. They were absolutely all over us, smoked us from minute 1 to the end. Honestly, they should have been 4-5-0 up in that first half. They were very good. So no complaints there. Palace, immense, brilliant performance. They were great. They deserved the win. No issues there. So that's the first thing I wanted to say, people, before we go into the actual reaction. Liverpool-wise, credit to Crystal Palace. Got the W, undefeated in the league for a reason. Very good. Impressive. So well done, Palace. Deserves your win today. For Liverpool, people, look, all I can say, people, is I mean, again, I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words here. All I can say, people, is Alisson Becker is the only player who can hold his head up high today. Alisson is the only one who can hold his head up high today, because that game should have been 4-5-0 in that first half. Palace were all over us like a ras. We could not deal with them. We could not cope at all. We were getting ran ragged. Kanate was shocking. Whole defence was shocking. Whole team was shocking. Alisson Becker is the only one today in that team who can hold his head up, walk away from that game with his head held high, because he put in a very good display. Brilliant saves. Should have been 4-0 at half time if it wasn't for us having the best keeper in the world. So that's the first thing. That's the only positive today, people. The only positive is that Alisson Becker was our man of the match, from our side anyway. And he's the only one who can walk away from the game with his head held high, knowing that he at least put a shift in. Should have been 4-5-0 without him. We're so fortunate we have the best goalkeeper in the world at our disposal, because we were absolutely ran ragged in that first half by Palace. So credit to Ali, credit to Alisson, the only good player in the team today. Hold your head up high, man. You're the only one who can. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. It's the only positive we can take from the game as well, to be fair. The only positive I looked at and saw in that game was Alisson Becker's performance. Honestly, man, we could have been 5-0 down in that first half if it wasn't for him. So credit to Alisson. But this is where it gets negative, and it's going to be negative because we lost the game. Liverpool, shocking. I don't know what the hell we rocked up to do today, but it wasn't to play football. Shocking. Like I said, first half should have been 4-5-0 down if it wasn't for Alisson. Second half, we were better. Not by much. We were still pretty bad, but we were better in the second half. We did create a bit more. Again, when we create stuff, we struggle. We struggled to create against low blocks, and we struggled again today. Too slow on the ball, moved the ball too slow. Every time we got the ball in a decent area, we'd go back to the halfway line, and somehow it'd end up back with Alisson. Again, trying to look for the perfect goal, just hit the ball first time and hope for the best. Honestly, today we were really trying to create that perfect goal, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. What can I say? Mohamed Salah, absolutely shocking. Shocking display yet again. 6 games in, this guy has done nothing. He's done nothing for 6 games other than score a penalty against Burnley and score a winner. Well, not a winner, score a goal against Bournemouth on opening day. He's been shocking, invisible, non-existent. He's ghosted all of our games so far, even in the Champions League. That was probably one of his best performances against Atletico Madrid. Other than that, he's been very, very, very poor. And it's time. It's time, people. It's time to drop Mohamed Salah and put him on the bench. It seems that no matter what he does, even if it's to the detriment of our performance, he stays on the pitch. He has to be dropped. He has got to be dropped because this is not good enough, people. This is not good enough for a player of Salah's stature, of his heights, of his standards. He has to be dropped, made a name out of. Hopefully, by being dropped, it'll give him the kick up the backside he needs to pull his finger out and get his performances back to where they need to be. But Salah, I don't want to see him starting games. I don't want to see him starting games. I want to see him on the bench, and I want to see him work his way back into the starting team 11, like everyone else would have to. He shouldn't be no exception. Mohamed Salah should be no exception to anyone else at this club. He's a player just like everyone else. He's a Liverpool player like everyone else. So put him on the bench and make him work going forward to get back into the team, because that's what needs to happen, honestly, people. That is what needs to happen. Honestly, again, he was shocking. Absolutely shocking today. I don't know what the hell he was doing, what Salah was playing at, but he wasn't good. He was not good at all. Bloody hell, man. This is Mohamed Salah we're talking about. Ghosting games, And it's not just this season, people. He hasn't been good since he signed the contract, and I don't think enough people are talking about it. Ever since Mohamed Salah signed his new contract last season, his performances have dropped massively. I didn't think nothing of it end of last season, because it was the end of last season. It was the end of the season. I think we start first this year. But his performances have been non-existent. He hasn't been good, and we have to talk about it now, because now it's affecting the team. So Salah has to be dropped. He has to be dropped. Wirtz as well today. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. I'm going to say, people, Wirtz needs to be dropped as well. He needs to be dropped. He isn't gelling into the team. He isn't getting his rhythm going. He isn't really settling down into the team. He's been shocking. He had a chance today, a chance that he should have buried. Honestly, oh my God. Wirtz was shocking as well. He was shocking. And for me, again, he also needs to be benched, because I feel there's players on the bench who are performing consistently when they're given a chance to. And you've got players like Salah, players like Wirtz, who are being put in the starting 11 every week, and they're not performing at the moment. Wirtz will come good. He will gel. He will be up there, and he will be a very good player for us. But at the moment, it's not clicking. So hold bench, man. Hold bench. We got to be ruthless. We have to be ruthless with it. Wirtz, also similar to Salah, if he's not performing, he has to be put on the bench. Just because we paid all that money for him doesn't give him an exception to be in the starting 11 every week despite performances. Same with Salah. Just because he's got all that money doesn't mean he can just be in the team every week putting in performances like that. Something needs to be done about this, because it's not good enough overall. So Wirtz has to be dropped. Salah has to be dropped. Second half was better, people. It was better, but it wasn't better by much. We were still very, very poor. Palace, very good defensively. Low blocked it, kept us out. We were very, very fortunate to even score that goal. Let's be totally honest. Palace were mentioned that second half just as they were in the first half, so credit to them. People, what does Federico Chiesa have to do to get a game? Honestly, I looked at my lineup. He didn't start. I lost all hope. I lost all hope when I didn't see him in that starting 11. What was Klopp doing? Putting Wirtz off the left, playing Wirtz off the wing rather than central. Really stupid decision. And again, Chiesa has shown Slot up to be stupid, because what did Chiesa do when he came on? He got us the goal. He got us the goal that got us back into the game. He got us the 1-1. Chiesa again came on and looked brilliant. Looked great when he came on. What does he have to do to get a game? What does he have to do to get a game? We're talking about a player who's performing every time he plays, and he is not getting a game. But players like Salah can stay on the pitch, not doing nothing. Players like Wirtz can stay on the pitch, not doing nothing. It doesn't make no sense. There's no excuses for Chiesa not to be playing games. He saved our bacon today by getting us that goal. We would have lost that game 2-0 otherwise. Chiesa has to start getting games. It's time to put your pride aside. It's time to put pride aside. The fact that he went out of his way to put Wirtz off the wing rather than put Chiesa in the team shows how little respect he has for Federico Chiesa. It does. It really does. And Chiesa, again, absolute gent, came on, did the business, got us back into the game. What a man, what a player. I mean, I don't know what to say. How is Chiesa consistently being left out of a team for players like Salah who aren't performing or Wirtz who aren't performing? It makes zero sense to me. He got us the goal, got us back into the game, and he looked good when he came on again. And he should have started the game. If he started the game, maybe it's a different story today. Probably not. We probably still would have lost. But I feel it would have been a different story if Chiesa started the game. Again, it's shocking decision making from Slot. Absolutely shocking decision making from Slot. Yeah. Chiesa got us back in the game. You think, okay, people, you think at 1-1, you think Liverpool are going to do it again. You think we're going to scam it late again. But what happens? What happens, people? This time around, rather than us scoring late, we are the ones who concede late. Palace get a long throw in last minute of the game, literally the dying seconds of the game. Long throw in. Liverpool can't defend for wank, and they go and score 2-1 and win the game. It's only what they deserve because they deserve the win. Let's be totally honest. They deserve the 3 points today because they were much the better side in that game. Easily. We walked away with that game with what we deserved. Nothing. We were shocking. Palace deserved the win. I'll be totally honest. I want to touch on Ibrahim Konate now because I almost forgot and it's just popped back into my head. Konate, shocking display yet again. What is Ibrahim Konate doing? Where's his head at? Because something's wrong. Something's not there at the moment. You know, he had such a good display against Arsenal a couple of weeks back. You think he's turning a corner. He's getting back into the game. He's getting back better. What happens? What happens today? Drops another absolute stinker of a performance. What do we do? What do we do with Konate, people? Because this is a problem now going forward. It's a big problem. He's not performing. His head's clearly gone. And he's consistently getting starts. He's consistently getting starts because there's no one on the bench who can challenge him. There's no one who can bring on. Leona's injured. Gomez can't be relied on for nothing. Konate, despite playing poor, is going to keep getting game time. And it's detrimental. It's detrimental. Again today, he was absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking, man. I mean, probably the worst player on the pitch. But then again, Salah was poor. Wirtz was poor. Again, I don't think he was the only one who was bad today, Konate, but he stands out again. He stands out again as being one of the main ones who was detrimental to that defeat. Shocking performance from Konate. He needs to be dropped, but he won't be dropped because he can't afford to be dropped because we don't have the options on the bench at centre-back. I don't know what to do, people. I don't know what to do. Look, that defeat's been coming. That defeat has been coming for a long time now. We've been winging it for most of the season, scamming late wins. And today, we got absolutely shown up. And that was the wake-up call we needed, which hopefully provides us a wake-up call. But I don't know if it will provide us a wake-up call. I'll be totally honest with you guys. The defeat was coming. It was a deserved defeat. It was an overdue defeat, and it's happened. It's happened, and we've lost a game. It's really bad. It's really bad, people, because we've lost today. Next weekend we go away to Stamford Bridge, Chelsea away, 5:05 next Saturday. A ground where we haven't won at since 2020 in the league. It's not a ground that we enjoy playing at in recent years. And I know Chelsea lost today, but people, Chelsea are going to be up for that game. Chelsea are going to be up for the Liverpool game, and they will give us a game. So don't be expecting that game to be a pushover or a stroll in the park, because it's not going to be a stroll in the park. You know, we draw there, we lose today, draw there. All of a sudden, Manchester City and Arsenal are looking right behind, up above us, and thinking Liverpool are vulnerable. We've got a chance at having this title race. We've done the one thing today that we didn't need to do, and that was lose, because we won't beat Chelsea next weekend, people. We will not go to Stamford Bridge and win. That'll be a draw most likely. And all of a sudden then, we're on one loss, one draw, and the title race is back on. Everyone's getting closer to each other. We're in trouble, people. We're in trouble next weekend if we don't get that W. That's a must-win game against Chelsea now, and we won't win. We will not win that game 100%. I can guarantee you that now. So, yeah, going forward, next weekend we need to win and we won't. So, that's the title race back on. Arsenal are going to look at that game today thinking, wow, that was a great result for us. City won. They're going to look at it thinking it's a great result. Chelsea lost, which is the only solace we can really take, because we would have been right in the mud today if Chelsea had won and City had won as well. So, again, absolutely shocking. I don't know what to say other than it was a shocking display. And, yeah, people, I'm absolutely livid with that. Absolutely livid with that performance, but what can we do? I suppose it was long overdue. We can't keep winging it every week. Can't keep scoring late winners every week. It doesn't work like that. And today, we got a taste of our own medicine by conceding late and losing late. So yeah, Slot is gonna have to find something. He's gonna have to work something out, people, because he's got a lot of big decisions to make. I feel he's got a lot of decisions to make on. He's got a big decision to make on Salah. He's got a big decision to make on Wirtz. He's got a big decision to make on Kanate. Slot has got a lot of key big decisions to make in the next coming weeks that could really make or break the season. I'll be totally honest. All three of those players need to be dropped. They need to be dropped, and they won't be dropped, which is a big issue. So we'll see what happens going forward, people. But Liverpool lose today. We lose today. We've suffered our first Premier League defeat of the season. We move on to Chelsea next weekend, but before that, we go away in the Champions League to Galatasaray on Tuesday night, which won't be easy as well. So, yeah, performances have to get better now. We have to pull our finger out, and yeah, we'll see where next weekend leads. We'll see where the week leads. But yeah, I'm gonna head off, people. I'm not happy today at all. I'm gonna head off. So I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Someone keeps blowing my phone up as well, which is really peeing me off too. So I'll speak to you guys very soon, people. Do remember, on your way out, do drop a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. And do get in the comments, people. Let me know your thoughts on the game today, your opinions, how you felt about the game. Do get in the comments down below. You know, rant, rave, whatever you guys feel. Just get in the comments, bro, please. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys very, very soon, people. Liverpool profit, peace out. Up the Reds. Let's freaking go. We move on. We move.